Hello, happy Easter everyone. Oh, I hope things aren't falling apart in your household as they are here. Yeah, it's a bit of a funny day. Hello, Annaline. Yeah, it's just funny having an Easter Sunday, but won't be seeing family. Hello, Dickie Carruthers. How are you, you naughty Dickie? I'm about 1 minute late because Fifey just came in and said, what's that on the track? It looks like a dead rabbit. And I'm like, anyway, I just nipped out and sure enough, it was a dead rabbit. And everything from here upwards has gone. But it's quite a big rabbit, so I don't think a badger's had it. Nor do I think that a bird's had it. I think maybe a fox, but usually a fox takes it away. Not sure. Anyway, what's left of it is on the wall there and it's going in the boiler. Hello, Fiona. Happy Easter. Hello, Christine, Rose, Sarah Morley, Frank. Hello. Lovely hay, by the way. They're loving it. Hello, Sarah. Do you want to see what I've just been on with today? I've got a bit of a theme going. I feel that we've got all these beautiful, beautiful daffodils. Everywhere I look at daffodils. And normally we would have quite a lot of visitors to the gallery at this time of the year. But they're just going to come and go, and only me and Fifey and the chickens and Frank will have seen them. So I've just incorporated them in all of the work I've been doing in the last couple of weeks. And something about the weather. And I just think that lovely yellow is a contrast to everything. So I thought I would do a painting and have our lovely white Aylesbury ducks in. So we're getting there with it. I'm quite liking it. And I'll now chuck that to one side and devote myself to you for the next half hour or so. Now, yesterday we had a little bit of a sort of straw poll because there was a request to have a look around the studio. It's not such a lovely day today. I was thinking, if it's lovely and sunny, we'll go for a walk outside and show you the new greenhouse and the horses and the guinea fowl, but I'm not sure. I might do that another day, shall we? Hello, Jules. You've bothered to join us today. Good of you. Right. Liz, hello. That's my sister again. Yes, the one who stole my artwork and won a prize. Now, yesterday I mentioned that I was sitting here and our beautiful, colourful cockerel was standing just outside in front of me, sort of going, cock-a-doodle-doo! And somebody said, wring its neck, or get Fifey to wring its neck or something. Howdy, Marianne Ray. Hello, Louise. Hello, Susan Dobson. So I know we did a cockerel painting the other day, but you can never do too many. I'm always inspired by them. So I'm going to try and tip you down so that you can see the paper. I'm going to have another go at painting a lovely bright cockerel and give you an idea of something you might be able to do yourself. Actually, no, I'll use this piece of paper. So there's this like lovely golden mane. Hello, Enrique, how are you? Are you getting a chance to go out on your amazing skateboard at all? So that's like the neck. And as I've mentioned before, I don't necessarily do everything in a conventional way. I know that there are sort of accepted rules for watercolour, and I'm afraid I don't really hold with any of them. I think you should find things that work and are good fun. Oh God, drip. Just use my hanky. I think that's looking quite nice. Worth it though, Frank Charlton. I missed that. Enrique, beautiful positions on your paper. Thank you. Not exactly sure what that means, but yesterday was the most beautiful day here, I think everywhere actually, and for my exercise I cycled along to the other side of the village and went for a swim in the river, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Did you hear that, Fiona? I bet you haven't done it yet, have you? Been in the river at Wark? I know you feel the cold a bit more than I do. I'm going to get a slightly smaller brush. And mix up some sort of tail feather colour. You begin to get a sort of idea of how it's coming together. I took the thermometer so that I could see what the temperature of the water would be, and it actually did read 16 degrees, which is hard to believe because that's quite warm really. And this is just like experimental. I don't necessarily stick to the same thing every time, and I make colours up. Where's the other brush I was using? And the colour I was using. And these are the lovely sort of soft, fluffy feathers. And I'll just do that, and then I'll hold it up so you can get a better look at it. Can everyone see? Hello, Shirley Nixon, Victoria Alder, Tracy Turner, love the rabbit. What rabbit? That rabbit! Oh, it's so cute, isn't it? I don't know where it came from, but yeah, it's pretty cute. Love the rabbit. I'm thinking, it isn't a rabbit. What are you thinking? These are the big sort of drumsticks here. It's sort of looking sensible. Liz Else, let's have a look. Like a bath. You'd like a bath? Well, go and have a bath. Like a bath. I know you like a bath, but this isn't. The water in the river was like a bath. Course, silly me. Right, just going to get some quite bright yellow. So I guess I'm not the only one who's not going to be having a family for dinner today or tonight or see any of my lovely little grand people. Anyway, never mind. Back to the picture. At least I've given it something to stand on now. Charlotte Walton Storrow is watching. How are you, Charlotte? Should you not be busy helping out? Enrique, you're not silly at all, you're gorgeous. So are you, Enrique. Missing my grandchildren too. I thought they would just be at yours, Sarah. I didn't think that you'd... With it being farming, I thought you'd just have the children there all the time, as usual. Sarah Morley lives on a farm and her son runs it, and she does loads as well. And they have thousands and thousands of little piggies. I forgot to put my glasses on, no wonder I can't see very well. Just give me 1 second. I was wondering why everything was a little bit dim. There, intellectual. Back down. Julie Hall, you have inspired me to paint today. Happy Easter. Oh, no, oh, happy Easter to you too, Julie. Charlotte, have you not got any ducks at the moment? You used to be a big poultry girl. Just going to get a slightly smaller brush. Oh God. To do the bit around the eye. Oh, hi Claire, i.e. Leyland Bow. Haven't seen you for ages. I hope you are all right, because I know you're getting into your busy time. You'll be going to badminton soon, selling your beautiful and extremely clever clothes and jewellery. Okay, so there's the... Charlotte Walton, just helping Mum finish making the dinner. Well, I'm glad somebody's helping it. Will you give her my love, please, Charlotte? Joyce Martin. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Zilla. Hi, Debbie. Hi, I'm late. You haven't missed anything, I promise. Fiona, maybe my hens need a cockerel for me to paint. Fiona, if you get a cockerel, you'll just love it, because they're just so inspiring. It's very, very difficult to get on and do other stuff if you've got a cockerel around the place, because they're just so exciting. While it's all still wet, I quite like to add colour and let it bleed, which is what it's doing. It's just actually going down into the leg there. Doesn't really matter, but I can lift it away with this big brush. You can blot paint off with a bit of tissue, but I'm not a great one for taking paint away from paintings. I prefer to just press on and keep moving forwards. That is very much my modus operandi. I think that's what you say. My modus, anyway. Paul Knox, do it laying an egg for Easter. Well, Paul, that shows what you know. What is the likelihood of this gentleman laying an egg? None whatsoever. Are you a simpleton? Laying an egg. Shows what you know. I think that probably says a lot. Dearie me, dearie me. Because I think we all know this is a cockerel, and cockerels do not lay eggs. Hens lay eggs. Chickens. We've got a chicken sitting on some eggs at the moment, which is very exciting. Okay, I'm just sort of hinting at a whole load of tail feathers. Do you know what somebody else asked? They said, do you think Fifey might do a video of him stacking logs? Just stacking logs. A slow video. I just said no. Christine Haig, my attempt at my border hair. Why would you paint a border terrier? I think that's got to be about the most difficult thing. Christine Haig, don't set yourself up for failure. Try and find something a bit easier. I think border terriers are, well, number one, they look like a seal with their sort of whiskers, which is actually how things are going here as well, I've noticed. And I'd rather you didn't look too closely. But yeah, I don't think I'd be able to paint a border terrier either. Right, well, I've made a bit of a balls of that, but never mind. It's probably enough for now. Move that to one side and refer to my little crib sheet here. Stacking logs, I know. Well, that's the next million you have let go by. Oh yeah, while we're on feathered creatures, mallards, they're just so gorgeous. And they're very, very, very easy. Male mallards, drakes, because they're just lovely. Should be able to just do a sort of one brush thing. I'll find the right colour. It's near enough. They have this incredible sort of like iridescent, what do you call it, like the head. Some blue. It's quite nice working like this with quite heavy paint on white. Another piece of paper, I know. Have you done a hair live? I desperately need to get one of your... Have you done a hair live? Yes, yes! There you go, Sarah Chambers. There just needs a little bit of finishing off, but I did do that one actually. I'll get a slightly bigger brush for this next bit. Sometimes I go down to the River Tyne in Hexham because if you take some bread or something, there are tons and tons of duck. Hello, Maria Cooper. Happy Easter. I paint, I mean stable. Elaine Carmichael. I paint, I mean stable. I see, Elaine Carmichael. Somebody actually sent me a video of themselves painting their horse's stable today. Just shows how desperate people are, to stay entertained. That's why I'm hoping these videos might help a few people to stay sane during these difficult times. And you're obviously a candidate for that. No offence, Elaine, but everyone says you're barking. I am one of those people. No, joking aside, Elaine Carmichael, who I'm insulting right now, her and Linda Henderson make these amazing lampshades and then those boards with fabric on and then crisscross bits of tape so that you can stick all your notices under them, and they're really good. They call themselves the Shady Ladies, which is a great name. So she's not that mad. Missed a bit. Don't you worry, I'm going to get there. I'm getting there, Marianne Ray. I'm going to get some sort of gingery colour. Sort of getting it. I'm so used to doing landscape washes. Watching you do bold colours, I have to try some more strong. Yes, do. Go on, Marianne, give us a good plug there. Shady Ladies. Shady Ladies. Need a lampshade? Shady Ladies. You've got a Facebook page as well, haven't you? Very clever. And then the best bit about a mallard drake, well, I think it is, and it's so defining. They have their little curly whirly tail, because ducks, you can usually be, hello Amanda McLaren, actually Amanda McLaren, while you're on, that duck, the attack duck, it's just getting worse. Every time I go outside, it's literally, I'll be walking along and I just hear, and I look round and it's just thundering along after me. And it's had all the dogs. The dogs are terrified of it now. We only have very small dogs, as you know. And it goes after the guinea fowl and the chickens. It's just so territorial. It's the weirdest thing. But it won't hurt you. Amanda comes here 3 mornings a week. She's an absolute integral part of my life, without which I'd be stuck. So looking forward to having her back. Obviously there is a little bit missing here. The bill. all the mess I've made here. I use about as much paper testing my colour as I do actually on the blooming painting itself, don't I? I'm going a bit muddy here. I just can't believe it. That's just like a cockerel and a mallard, and it's been nearly half an hour. I would have been on sooner, but the church I go to has been doing this great thing. They have a Facebook service live on Sunday morning, and I rather like it. I turn it on, and if obviously I don't, but if I sort of wanted to do something like put the kettle on or something, which you wouldn't normally do during a church service, or even go to the loo, I can, and nobody will know. I'm still here, you know, and the service is still going on, and it's good. Or painting. I mean, I just painted throughout. And again, not something I'd normally do during a church service. Maybe they could introduce it. I should suggest that. So some really, really fun things going on down here. And basically we've only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the feet. It's just like 5 quite wet areas that I've introduced colour to. So you might like to try that, Marianne Ray, and send me a picture. We've got 1 or 2 people who are really making an effort and doing really beautiful paintings, and they message them to me, so please do. They don't just message them to me. People who weren't here yesterday, how about that? All those paintings done by Dylan, aged 9. So if Dylan, aged 9, can do that, just think what the rest of you could do who aren't aged 9. And look, he did this beautiful painting as well. Obviously I won't be able to do the eye right now because it's all quite wet. I'm just going to do something on the foot here. I haven't actually asked Fifey about the suggestion to be videoed just stacking logs. I think, you know, doing slow things like slow baking and slow things anyway. Slow food. It's obviously a thing. Maybe I should embrace it. So there's a ducky. There's our ducky. And there's our cockerel. We could finish them tomorrow. What else is that? Like I say, I don't want to bore you. Oh yeah, do you remember? We were doing landscapes. We've been doing a series of little teeny weeny product placement time. She's right, just a minute. Product placement. Okay, obviously I've done this before. I've mentioned this is the time of year to be sending people cards, telling them how much you miss them. We have many cards. And in fact, the person who suggested the product placement has made a purchase recently. Look, there's a nice cockerel, or some nice hounds and flowers. We do packs, mixed packs, single cards, and they're awfully good value. So that's cards. We did the pot bag. Wait, I'm going to do a repeat plug. For those of you who missed my lovely, lovely sketchbook plug with the picture of me on the reverse and a little bit about how I feel about drawing and stuff. And look, loads and loads of pages, really, really nice, quite thick paper. You could just about get away with doing like a fairly pale watercolour wash, but it's better for drawing and for pastels. So and they're all on the website. Basically, you can buy anything from a pom-pom hat to a massive original painting like this one, which is what I shall be getting on with after I say goodbye to you all, which is pretty much about now because I think you've had enough of me. Right, well, enjoy your Easter. I love the Foxy card. Oh, yes. Now, not Foxy card, but obviously we've got issues going on at the moment because most ladies who are in their prime, like myself, have regular trips to the hair, otherwise things happen. And as I look back through the videos, I've noticed that there's a bit of a sparkle going on up top. And because I can't have my hairdresser come here, although she sent me a kind message saying that she could leave the stuff at the end of the track and I could put it on myself. Well, if it was that easy, I wouldn't be paying her to put it on. So I'm going to make a complete balls of that. But I do have an alternative, which I thought might be quite suitable. I think that's quite fetching. No sort of silver bits. The only thing is I can't really hear anything. But that could work as an alternative, and then I wouldn't feel so self-conscious about the grey. So maybe tomorrow. Anyway, have a lovely Easter, and yeah, make the most of the peace and quiet, and Skype, Facebook, ring your family and tell them how much you love them. Bye. I can't touch the finish button because it's under my elastic bands. Bye bye.